Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, whoever's back joining us with more Counter-Strike action on the stream. I know it's been a little while since we did personal streams, but I'm joined on the desk again by Hannes, the one and only, the one who always this entire season has been with us on the desk. Hannes, introduce yourself to the chat.
It's Hannes, guys. It's a pleasure being back on the mic with Complex again, so hopefully you guys enjoy what we had to offer.
It's a pleasure casting with you as well, and we do have another interesting game. The last one didn't go quite as expected for Smarter, both of our predictions being incredibly far off from what actually transpired. I think we both bet on like 16-14 scoreline. Ended up being 16-3, Smarter faltering to NIP, and it's a brutal one to watch.
This video was brutal for sure. It's definitely out of the realm of what we were expecting and what they were consistently doing. A lot of their games have been close, and that was just a insane blowout. So hopefully it was just a fluke and they get right back on track this match.
Yeah, esports always toss and turns. They're always never quite the way you expect it to be, especially when it matters. One devastating loss, pick yourself, keep your head high, pick yourself up and go on, move on. We got another one. These guys though, Lawman and the other team, did manage to go head to head with NIP earlier this season as well on the 19th, and put up a pretty impressive scoreline. Still losing, but it was 16-13. So kind of the scoreline we predicted for Smarter to be in. So, a team that destroyed Smarter last time, and now Smarter's playing a team that did pretty decent against the team that destroyed them. We could see another rough one in the bag for Smarter, but then again, both teams are going to be 4-2 in the season so far. So they're pretty evenly matched.
Right, yeah. And you could say it could possibly be another rough match, but I would say it'd be more like the same intensity, but just on a different map. And I think Smarter is more comfortable on this map than Dust 2 as a team. And I think that might make the intensity more even.
Oh, absolutely. Especially spending about Dust 2, it's a map you kind of see more aim duels on. You have to be able to click heads as quickly as possible, and Smarter didn't seem to be quite ready for that sort of pace of raw mechanical ability coming out from NIP the last time they played them. But on a map like Vertigo, a map that you're able to strategize, put your time and effort into coming into this game with an idea in mind of how you want to play it, it's gonna be very different, and it's gonna be less based on who clicks head faster and who's able to counter the utility usage and the executes better. And in the past, we've seen Smarter. One could say who plays Smarter. And in the past we have seen Smarter do pretty solidly on this map. Thinking back to season 36, this was one of their most contested maps. This was the map that you didn't want to take Smarter on, because that was almost an unassured loss. I believe every playoffs game that they've played all season, Vertigo was vetoed by the other team right before a map could be picked. So it's been a little while though. We haven't seen Smarter posted up on this 51st floor in a little while. So, you never know. It could go both ways. I'm honestly I'm just excited to see it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Smarter back on Vertigo. I bet they feel a lot more comfortable with everybody, even though they're still the new edition Fireboy, but it's not really new anymore. He's had the whole season with Smarter, so I'm sure it'll click back together and there should be no worry for them.
Absolutely. And also, we have Suarez on the roster this time. Remember, he wasn't there too often last season. I believe it was, season 37, I want to say. I think we're in 38, right?
Yeah, but 38.
Season 37, Suarez he wasn't really there as often as you've seen him in this season, but Suarez was there every game in season 36. And he was here for, their streak of dominance on this map in the past. So it does seem like we do have a pretty solid roster going into this one. And, with Fireboy on the roster instead of Rabbit, you never know.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to touch up on too, is because, I know Rabbit was a huge, key, element to Smarter's CT side. He is that big B anchor that would hold down the site and really close out a round if they were coming for a fast rush or something. But he was huge, so I want to see, and I'm excited to see what the setup is like for Smarter now that they got the new addition.
Yeah, I'm not sure where they're going to be fielding Fireboy. He seems to be more of an on-the-spot fragger, kind of mechanical heavy player from the matches I've seen and, played with him in. So maybe we'll see him playing more of like an aggressive position, you know, maybe pushing down towards stairs on the B side, pushing down towards ramp on A, or anything like that. Instead of get that early round aggression, get that early round pick could be a really strong suit of a player like that.
Yeah,
You know, doing that. Same thing goes with Stitches, you know, a player who is completely self sufficient on a bomb site. You know, you don't even have to put players towards B, you just put Stitches on there and the site's going to be held. Absolutely.
100%. Same
And
with Bonkers too. Bonkers is
especially,
huge.
yeah, you know, you put most of the players on Smarter, they're very self sufficient, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just ended up stacking only one player towards certain bomb sites, whether it's going to be Stitches or it's going to be Bonkers. I do know that Science, most likely, you know, with his op in hand, will be playing up towards the A bomb site as it's a more long range sort of fight. What the? Okay, I know the stream can't see this, but look where Fireboy ended up being in the warm up.
Where is he?
He's in the elevator shaft, but like,
Yo, what?
not dead.
He like fell down. Yeah, that's a thing I think. And you can like stay down there and you can like play the round out.
That's
It's weird. I
so
don't know why, but
wild.
it's just like a little like bug thing. I seen Stitches get a clip like in a face of pug, and he got like a 4K or an ace, and he finished it off with killing the dude down there.
That's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the Smarty Sports T side because we haven't really been able to go over that one yet. Mostly talking about
hmm
the CT. How do you think that's gonna, end up going?
Well, my prediction. I mean, it's tough to say because they don't like to switch a lot of things up when things have been working, and but I would like to see them switch things up. I want to see a little bit more aggression toward like from them as like
Hmm.
a team instead of just like solo pushing being aggressive because that's what loses them rounds is when they take solo fights being too over aggressive.
Yeah,
So I'd like to see them be more aggressive as a team, but they always start dominant, and I think that's a key factor for their T side is to get that confidence going, and then they keep rolling from there. I don't know how you feel.
I believe the last time we saw them play on this map, we saw like a lot of A side takes on the T side. It seems to be like their more confident site. You know, they get those smoke walls down, they get the bomb plant. I want to see them more towards B at this game. I want to see how they're able to take down pressure towards that B bomb site. I know they've done it a few times in the past, but it seems to be more of their kryptonite than anything. You know, it's not really the site they ended up taking as consistently as we'd like to see them perform and how they performed on other maps. But then
Right,
again,
and I think that all just goes back to them playing confident, and
yeah,
that's what they need. They need to get those confident building rounds, and then they can move into that. Because when they start playing passive is when they lose their rounds and they get scared and they can't afford that anymore. So I would like to see them test them on both sides.
yeah, absolutely. And speaking of confidence, who's gonna fall off the map first?
Science,
You think Science? I'm thinking Science too.
science.
No
That's my
offense,
guess.
but no offense, Science, but he is definitely number one candidate for the most likely to end up killing himself in one of these matches, and it's always hysterical to see. I love it. But with this all being said, we are still waiting for the last player to connect on the Lolman side. Only one player not left in the server, and it always confuses me of how do you get your entire team in, except that one guy. How do you miss like one guy for like
I
this
don't know.
long?
I mean, the only thing that I could think of is if you're like flex and you like deathmatching it out and just making sure you're 100% warm until the match starts, and
Well,
then
he
that's why
is
you're
in here
joining
now.
late.
He is in here now.
Oh,
So
nice.
it looks like it's been a bit of a roster update from what we saw in the past. So gotta switch out. Well, I'm not gonna switch it out. Not on the graphics, but it's gonna be Parku. How do you Park? I guess you could pronounce it. We have
Yeah,
Park,
there's Park.
Lawman, of course. We have Brady, Cadius, and then instead of JW, it's gonna be Kerman or KM.
Cameron,
Cameron. We're gonna call it Cameron. Yeah.
Cameron.
Very, very interesting names on both sides, or very interesting names on the Lawman side. But that being said, we're going to be playing out another round of warm up. Looks like they're going to try to get this going, and then we're going to hop hopefully into knife run relatively soon.
Yeah, we're just waiting for 3 more players to ready up, and then we'll be on the way.
Very
But I
exciting
wonder,
indeed.
I wonder if the who was it? The Cameron dude is new, right? I
Cameron,
wonder if
I'm
that's a
not sure.
sub or they subbed last game for him, and I wonder how that plays out for them.
I mean, we can go back and check through the recent matches from Lawman's side. So The last game was a 16-13 loss against NIP, obviously, and that was not fielding Carmen. The game before that was a 16-13 victory on Overpass, and Overpass seems to be their map. And Carmen was playing on this one in replace of JW, so looks like potentially JW was the sub. I don't see JW in on any more of these matches, so
Sure.
he's confident to say they're back on their main roster. Yeah, but with this all being said, we haven't seen them play Vertigo yet. We've seen or Lolman, they've only played one map that's not Overpass, and that's Inferno. They didn't end up winning it against Lucid Blue, but every other game this season, Overpass, 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 Overpass. They played 5 Overpass games, 1 Inferno game, and 1 Vertigo game. So, not sure how Smarter, I'm not sure if Smarter's like, hey, look, they haven't played this map yet, maybe they're going to be bad, or if it's going to be, quite the polar opposite, and like, they didn't play this map because they know how to play it, and Smarter's not going to know that because there's no way of being able to look and watch back their demos if they haven't played this map yet.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a very brutal knife round. Smarter Army winning it out, Fireboy getting a 3k in the round, and most likely going to be starting off on the CT side.
I think they like starting T, if I'm not mistaken.
Do they?
No,
Alright.
okay, yeah, the CT.
They're going to be starting off on the CT side. So, here we go. Smarter eSports versus Lawman. Best of 1 on Vertigo to see which team climbs higher in this league. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get some noise. Let's get this one going.
We're off. Let's check out the setups real quick. Kind of excited to see where we got everybody playing. Bonkers holding mid. Ooh, they got Stitches playing B. Might just be a pissed around thing though.
Oh, Bonkers might
Not
get
sure.
tested here on middle. Lawman peeking around the corner. Brady right behind him. The smoke falls. It's a fast play up towards the B side, and Bonkers has to defend it with his 2 teammates. Stitches getting 1, a second one as well. 3.
Third.
Trying
Looking
to find the
for the
4th
fourth?
one.
Stitches huge.
Kill's not being found, but he stays alive. And it's just Park left in a 1-on-3. Gets 1 kill. Looking for more now. Seems to know where Stitches is, but doesn't want to quite commit on the swing. Here's Science. Spots the shadow of Stitches.
Hungry for this 4K right now.
Finds the
Gets
frag
taken
and dinks
down.
out. Science finds the frag as well.
Wow, that one hurts. If you're smarter, that one hurts. 1v3.
We got to go back at the replay from Stitches, though,
though.
Missed the first
Huge.
one, but number 2 and number 3 were pretty solid. Remember, missing that last
Yeah.
one tap is going to cost them the game. Or, not the game, the round. Pistol round. The first round of the game. Very, very much not the game, but still a brutal 1 versus 3 to lose.
Yeah, those are those minimal mistakes that they have to touch up on in that 1v2 situation. They got to get a trade coming out
Very
of
clean
one of
shots,
those
though.
deaths. Yeah, you can't take that away from Park. Those were definitely clean shots.
Now Bonkers seems to be hearing. Might get a shot off onto Carmen if Carmen's not careful. Spots him out. Dinked. Has to fall back. Suarez taken down immediately by Park as well. So we almost mid-control taken. Bonkers, only one left standing to hold back the onslaught. Ooh, Science gets a tag off, and Bonkers here to swing. KDS barely makes it out alive, and the rotate to A site, it seems inevitable. Science left here, scout in hand. Gonna have to do a lot to hold this site for his team.
It's gonna be a lot to do with the scout, but it looks like he has the right read on it. Looks like Stitches is gonna come rotating over.
He's gonna be
Help
smoked
Science
off.
out a little bit.
KDS finally takes down Bonkers, and Science desperately trying to get this frag. Spots out 1, jumping through the smoke. Ties him out to 3 HP, but he gets out alive. Finally taken down, and Stitches up to the Deagle. Can't get 1, and now it's just Fireboy. Max 7 in hand. Here's 1. Dropping Lolman, and still 4 more to find. 2 holding his corner. Gets a second one. Clean headshot, and looking for number 3. Carmen might walk into the shotgun. He does, but the headshot's not there.
At least the good thing with that, the Mag 7 brought Fireboy a little bit of money.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, look at that. 4,300 in the bank. The investment is able to pay off. What is it? $800 per frag on that gun. Either way, it's going to stay as a safe round for Smarter as they go into round number 3. Looking to bind to the 4th one.
Smart save, though. I'm kind of curious to see if
Oh,
they
look
bring the
at
op out
Park.
early.
Katie's gets
with the triple
3.
spray down. Huge spray down from Park right there, dude.
Not much you can do, though. It's a Mac 10 versus, you know, armorless opponents. For the most part, they're eco frags.
Yeah.
Well, Bonkers might get spotted or not. Carmen lets him slip by. Might be able to get away with a sneaky frag here. Chip away the T-side economy. Spots out one, a beautiful headshot. Other one's on low HP as well. Unable to find the frag though. Not awful though. Drops a Mac 10 out of the round.
Yeah. Oh, and they do. Science does bring out the op early now. In the past couple matches, they haven't been having Science op like really at all. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've noticed that, but it's been getting brought into the match late. So I'm excited to see what he can do now.
Elia players could win them the game. This is this is a round that they're gonna have to win this one. You know, they invested so much money into this round. This is their first buy round. They can't go down without a fight here.
Yeah, this is a confidence round.
That
You
being
lose
said,
this, you're
Science
kind of
peeking into
drained.
the op, spots him out, but the op shot from Cadius is too fast. Alrighty, the op's out of the round. Retrieved by Suarez though. Finds one, looking for a second one, unable to find it. And Cadius fires backdropping Stitches as well, and now it's Fireboy and Bonkers left. 2-on-4, they hear where they are, and they're just gonna go for the save. And that was a very, very fast entry.
It was a
from
fast
Lolman.
entry. I hope the same problem doesn't occur in this match. Them losing man advantage real early every single round, and them having to fight real hard to get back into it, but can't really seem to get it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a tough match if that's how it's gonna go.
Lawman, they're not convinced at the save. Still have yet to plant the bomb. They finally get it down. But yeah, Science, he slow peeks into an op and loses life because of it. Not sure if
Yeah.
that was the right play to make there, but either
Right,
way.
yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That's a big ego peak to pull out that early into the round.
Oh, Bonkers! Oh no! What in the ever-living fuck is that timing?
He got CS:GO'd. That's what happened.
Did you see that? I want to
That
go
was
back and
horrible.
look at that. Look,
Yeah, that might
So-
deserve a replay.
he's chilling. Oh, we missed the replay.
Damn.
But he's chilling. He's sitting there with his M4 in hand. And then the moment he pulls out the smoke, he gets swung.
He swings.
That is the most unfortunate timing I think we've seen all season. You really hate to
Oh,
see it.
100%. That sucks. Hopefully they can get something started right now. Bonkers going for a little mid aggression here, trying to get something started off early for his team with the fucking with the 5-7.
Just want to play it too fast. Wallbang doing a bit of damage, but Science getting spotted out by Lawman. See, it's funny because the name is Lawman and they have a player named Lawman. Does be very confusing.
Really?
It's Lawman's team. Park finally gets a frag into Bonkers as well. And that's going to leave aggression up towards this A site. Citizen Suarez kept back by Molotov, but they're still going to be able to stay alive. But it looks like the push is going back towards, looks like to be the B site. They're going to find an open. The rotate already coming out, and there's not much Smarter can do here. Honestly, a very good call on that rotate.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the biggest thing of the game is who can read who better. Who's being more predictable
Oh,
is gonna lose the round.
Stitches, man. Don't pull out your smoke. Letting the player pass, though, and might be the right move. Able to find one because of it. Fireball getting the second one. Third one from
Fireboy getting
Fireboy.
another one.
Oh, Stitches gets shot in the back. Perhaps. Oh, he gets the op dropped as well.
I mean, even though they lost that round, that's still a good save.
They take 4 players out with a Deagle and an AK. That's gonna be an op picked up. Yeah, and look at Lolman's money. Only 1K in the bank. However, Carmen is gonna be there, and 7,500. Katie's with 8,500 as well, able to drop an op. So
Yeah, they kind of put their money everywhere right there.
I think it's gonna be too detrimental to the CSAT economy. Doesn't do them any favors either, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Ooh, and the pusher from mid, uncontested by Smarter. Bonker's gonna be the first line of defense, holding an off angle. Might spot off Park here. He does. Fires early, gets one frag, able to drop. Has to go big, gets more. Going looking for the second one.
Bonkers is hungry for more.
He's able to find it as well. He's gonna reaggress here. Bomb plant finally going down. AK retrieved and Smarter. They're gonna find themselves a man advantage.
That's what I was about to say. If I'm Smarter, I feel comfortable right now going into this retake. Having good man advantage and onto the B side, where it's a little more open. Not
With
as
a
many
Molotov.
cheeky angles.
Forces the opera, but they're gonna be able to Molotov the bomb. All players sitting back towards stairs. Now bomb is so far ticked. Cadius gets one. Drops Science as well after he misses the shot. Able to find the third one as well, and very quickly the retake opportunity is lost. But that first 2K from Bonkers almost wins them that round.
Like they start out real good, but they can't seem to finish it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the problem is there, but I'm hoping that they figure it out soon. 6-0, they've had 6 rounds to kind of feel them out a little bit. They should be warmed up to them by now and see if they
This
can get
is the
something
buy round that
started.
needs to come through.
Yeah, or else their money's just gonna be fucked for the rest of the half. It's not a lot you can do on the CT side with your money when you keep losing.
Yeah. That being said, Lawman managed to get a pick on the Science of the smoke. Stitch is able to trade it out and picks up the op as well. However, looks like the T side's coming out better to that trade. Bonkers in an awkward spot. Might be able to find Park from behind this sandbag.
Team just looking, just waiting for a mistake to happen to fall into their hands, get that man advantage on their side before going into the site.
Ooh, look at Park. He's working his way up middle. Might catch Bonkers off guard here. He does, but the dink comes through from Bonkers.
And that's
12
exactly
HP.
what.
It's going to force him to fall
they're-
back. Oh, Fireboy looks the wrong way and gets taken down by Brady.
And Suarez.
Oh, but look,
Keeping
there's
the
still a
dream
player on the
alive.
flank. Carmen spots out Stitches, knows where Suarez is as well, so that's the call out done. However, unable to find these frags, so they don't know he's behind. This one's going to seal the deal here. Spots out both players, and it's just an execution. 2 free frags found for him, and Lawmen claim round number 7. Look at Brady. Doesn't even have to do anything. 1 and 3, and they're still dominating this side. Science. Hate to point it out, but he still has yet to find a frag in this game. 0 and 7.
Yeah, he's looking to get started.
But
But
Bonkers could do damage here. Spots the first player, but doesn't get the frag. Oh, Fireboy, though. He's able to get
he's
1.
going for more.
Goes 2 as well. Gets an AK, and he's going to keep aggressing. Molotov in hand, going to force Lawman back. He pushes through.
Great Molotov by Fireboy.
Oh, that nade does damage, but he's gonna throw one back.
They want to get back into this game. This is gonna be the round to do it. Save round, Deagle. Not a lot really going for their favor, but
As I say
might be
that,
able to do something.
Carmen gets one, and now it's just Fireboy and Science. Science does manage to pick up an op, though, so he's a pretty dangerous player in this round, regardless of stats. However, though, gives away his position. They know there's an op in play now. Gonna toss it to Fireboy as well.
That's a sight you don't see often.
Yeah. Looking for a frag here. Might be able to find one. Park. Playing back passively, though, and Lawman, they're not giving any opportunity. Nothing for Smarter to work with. They're going to have to force their way into this bomb site. Guns blazing. And Science spots at the first one. Finally gets a frag, but it's taken down in return. And Park quickly sweeps under Fireboy as well. It's 8 rounds in a row now for Lolman. Smarter, they have to come back now.
Slipping away a little too early. Getting out of their comfort zone. That's not good for Smarter. They work off confidence. But nothing's going towards their favor now.
Yeah.
But it's still a lot of game to be played. I've seen crazier stuff happen.
Absolutely. You can't discredit the game too quickly.
That's the thing we love about CSGO. Anything can happen.
Ooh, boost coming out. Stitches might be able to get some frags here if they go up towards the scaffolding position. Or Carmen is so close. Stitches spot him out. Finds one and the damage done. Finally gets the frag. Takes 9 points of HP in return. And
I like that though. They were doing the same setup pretty much every single round. Change something up. It's good right there.
ooh, Carmen though, able to find a pick out of Suarez. Able to find man advantage yet again as he works his way up towards side hall. Stitches though, faster on the draw, takes him down. But look at Park. He's already behind them and takes Science down in return. Fireboy is able to trade it out, but these trades are so awkward for both teams.
Yeah, they're
Neither side
coming in
knows
at
where to
weird
go.
times.
Stitches should be able to call the rotate here, carrying them all in. Let's leave Fireboy left. Goes out toward the set, but he has a Molotov in hand, but so does Brady. 22 seconds. They're going to have to work this one fast. They want to win this round. Oh, the miss shot from Cadius. Not something you see too often. 15 seconds. It counts down. Taking out by Stitches, but Brady finds a frag as well. Now it's a one-on-one. Op versus Og. 8 seconds. Bomb has to go down. Molotov out. Catches Stitches off guard. He finds the frag. 4K in the round for him. And finally, they put themselves on the board. Smarter. 1-8.
One round at a time, boys. And if anybody was gonna do it, it's gonna be Stitches. You know, he told me today that he's ready. He's feeling it, and it's showing now. Hopefully, they can bring that energy from that rain and continue it out.
Those trades were coming by both sides so awkwardly, brother.
I know it was so like unorthodox, but it worked for him. You know,
Yeah.
like. Maybe that's all it was last round. That a little change in setup instead of doing the same thing. I think Lolman caught on to that where they have the same setup every round and they were just going off that. And they changed it up a little bit and they got the round.
Yeah. Hopefully we see more of that coming out from Smarter. They're going to have to adapt to these teams quicker. Like you said, Fireboy could be ready to mow down the push here. They're going to come around the corner. Spots out one. Our Bunkers is there. Gets one. Fireboy dropping the bomb and an op as well. Able to make it out too.
I think they're ready for Park on this mid push again.
Oh, but Park is already through and he gets 2 frags. And Carmen's here to cut off rotation as well. Still sitting back mid.
Those are the things they need to pick up on. He does it every round.
Oh, I think they did. Stitches checking it. Getting taken down from it, but he was ready for it. Oh, Suarez, you hear him rotating. But again, quickly momentum snagged away from Smarter. It's so sad to see them win a round and then immediately go back to losing the next one.
I know, like Lolman just said, whatever.
I'm like,
We'll get the next
okay,
one.
they got it. You know, here comes the comeback. You know, we're gonna see a 10-8 half, but no, unfortunately,
No.
they're gonna lose that next round. And tactical timeout coming up from Smarter, finally one they needed.
Such a momentum killer too. Like you win a round finally, like after fighting so hard, and you're like, all right, we're all starting to feel it. We're all working better now, and then you just lose the following round.
Yeah,
It's tough.
look, Brady still only has 3 kills, and still not doing, you know, not like it matters.
At least Science found his way up on the scoreboard. Looks like him and Suarez are struggling just a little bit to find their stats coming together. But sometimes it's just how the dice rolls, you know. You play the game. Some games you can drop 30 bombs, sometimes you don't.
The only thing I'm worried about though is this is the second game in a row for Science. This happened
Yeah,
last
you're
game
right.
too. So, this has to change.
Yeah, something has to change, or they change something and they need to go back to what they were doing.
Yeah,
One of the two.
something's up with Science though, for real. He's not really, you know, you don't really know him to be like the all-around, you know, fragging star, but then again, he doesn't do this inconsistent. You know, he's not this out of the match all the time.
Yeah.
That being said, Bonker's almost able to shut down the mid push. Oh, Fireboy burns alive to Park, and Science starts to play aggressively on the opper. Gets a 50 BMG bullet to the head in return.
All right, Stitches. Let's see something, man. If somebody's gonna do it, it's gonna be you. So you might as well do it.
4K incoming. Spotted out and head taken off.
The confident swings right there.
I mean, yes and no. You did see they had a player positioned on towards stairs as well. So if Stitches gets that frag, it's a free trade. You know, and look at their money.
Yeah.
The lowest one's got 4,300, which is more than the max money on Smarter.
Yeah, exactly.
Park and Cadius though, really doing it all.
Let's check this out. Really though.
Double pistol stack. Brady gets both players in a spray. Sid is now left to defend the side. A beautiful tag with the scout. Oh, unable to find another one though. His utility just rains down on him, and it's just Fireboy. They're just gonna push him. Lolman's gonna check it, pre-fires it, and Fireboy taken down. So we go into round 13. Smarter really not having a good time.
Yeah, something's not clicking. I don't know if it's. I don't know what it is. It could be their comms are just not comfortable with what the other team's doing, or they're just confused as a team. It's hard to tell when you're just spectating.
Yeah. Either way, Fireboy gonna be put to the test. His mechanics coming through, gets a clean 2K. Looking for number 3, but finally taken down.
There it is. Suarez finally took out Park, pushing that mid right there.
The 2K from Fireboy is gonna allow Smarter some wiggle room into this round.
Yeah, huge hold right there from Fireboy. He was at bad disadvantage right there, and still ended up getting 2.
Bonkers has to find this back into Cadius, and he does. Opper drops full white, flashed out. It's gonna be Carmen left in a 1-on-3. We've seen him do it before. Let's see if he can do it again. Knows one player is, tags him down. 78 HP to work with as well. Flash over. Then from Maurice through with the double spray down. Science gets the pick with the op. We gotta go back to that replay from Fireboy as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That clean 2K. He struggled a bit in the beginning. Unable to find his mark, but finally gets them both.
They just need more of that right there.
All that being said, Bonkers already taken down. Park living to tell the tale with 44 HP.
Huge shot by Science right there.
Yeah,
It's
dropping
crazy what
confidence, so-
happens when they just play with a little bit more confidence. Like, it's nothing even ridiculous. It's just a little bit more confidence.
I feel like at times they're trying to play too much like a pro team and just like we need to hold positions and stuff like that without actually knowing why the pros hold the positions like that. Instead of they just need to play aggressively. They need to like look for these frags. When Fireboy's in such a good spot and Science finally stepping up, gets a second frag in the round. Both picks found his way and he tries to push and get more as well. Moving smarter. They're gonna work their way up onto site. Fireboy on the bomb, 20 HP. They finally found the spray through smoke, and they're just gonna keep trying to tap at it, but
It's just gonna be a smoke shooting fest right there. Oh.
absolute chaos. Smarter. They don't get a single pick, and they're all taken down. Let's go into the last round of this half.
They got the smokes down. They had the right idea. Just couldn't pull it out. But yeah, to kind of go back to what you're saying, like they're playing too much as a pro team. I feel like we've been saying that for a while now.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly know that the game that I played with Science, I called them out on it. And
Yeah.
no one said anything, so I asked if the team agreed with me. And they all did. But it doesn't seem like anything changed. And unfortunately for them, it's going to leave them with a 16-3 defeat in the last game and being down 12-2 in this next one.
Yeah, after these past couple performances, you'd think a change would come out sooner or later.
It's going to have to come out this next game. That being said, Park, again, going absolutely massive. Gets 2 frags from behind. Finally, Fireboy takes him down and leaves a 2-on-2. I mean, Op and an AK versus evidently an Op and an AK.
This is definitely favorable for Smart right here. Close out the half on a one round.
Oh, Science, it's a beautiful frag, but it's traded out. Brady, 5 HP. Fireboy has to go outside, but no kit. The round's over. Gets one more kill, but there's no time. And it's going to be round number 13.
First one to jump off.
Okay, but see, okay, I said jump off. I meant
Yeah.
fell off.
Yeah, I know.
I meant fell. But
Fell,
yeah, I guess it is going to be Fireboy taking the first fall of the match. However, it was on purpose.
That was a purpose. Yeah, that was on purpose.
Then Fireboy, what a player, just going to fall off the map just like that. I thought he was good at the game.
For real, dude. He must have never played Vertigo before.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you're right. Just that half, absolutely devastating. Not much, that else could be said. Smarter, they're down 2-13. And this is going to be a pistol round that is absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, necessary to keep them in this match.
Yeah, 100%. T-side pistol should go their way. Usually does when they're on pistol round and Vertigo. But I mean, I've been getting
crossed.
Yeah.
Honestly, all I can say is fingers crossed at this point. There's very little confidence, and Karma's the only one left on the A side to defend it. Able to call it out early before they get onto site. And like I said, A side seems to be the favorable site for Smarter. The smoke executes coming out flawlessly like always. And Suarez going to his favorite post plant position, but falls off the map. There it is. There's the first accidental fall. It's gonna be Suarez. And after one pick, man advantage is found 4-3. The smoke not finding its mark from the CT side. So just getting one from the side, but he's traded out quickly. Now it's just Fireboy left We've seen him do damage to the Glock before. Let's see if he can do it again. 52 HP. One on the fuse already. Does have a kit. Spots out one, but they're all three gonna peek him. Oh. Oh man, he gets off the bomb for a second, but it's not gonna cost him the round. Round number 14 found. And situation looking absolutely desperate from Smarter. They're looking like they're gonna call a force buy in this one. Looking for the 16-14 comeback. They're gonna need 14 rounds in a row.
They can possibly get right now.
Via force buy versus the first buy. Force buy versus a force buy. The round to decide the game most likely here. Whichever team, you know, comes out victorious here. But that nade does so much damage. A nuclear bomb stitches down to 11 HP. Quickly taken down by Brady. Park on this side can't do much. Brady gets 2 though. Defense still holding for now. Finally the bomb going down.
Everybody has less than half HP almost.
Yeah. So they're gonna attempt this retake too. Getting on the bomb immediately. They're on it, and Lawman, they're gonna get all the frags.
Oh
just as quickly as he thought Smart was gonna take this round, it's already over. And it's gonna leave them all with sub 4 grand buying this last round. Fireboy able to get an AK most likely with armor. But it looks like to be the only AK purchase on the T side for Smarter if he goes with it. Does pick it up. Before Galil's 1 AK versus FAMAS 2 Galils and 2 M4s. Smarter now dancing on a knife's edge. They have to win an insane 13 rounds in a row just to tie it. Just to bring it back.
Yeah, to go into overtime.
Just to go into overtime. Not even to win the match. Just to get overtime.
It's always the most like devastating thing is when you're working to play for the tie. Like you still have more to play, bro. It's not over after
you're
you
gonna
get the tie.
You're gonna come that far just to play more.
Yeah.
That being said, Carmen leaves footstep, gonna make Fireboy think he's close. When Park is boosted up, Smarter, they're not checking for this. Oh, as I say that, Suarez takes off Park's head. And that's a player that absolutely needed to go down to open up this A site. Cadius fires back, gets a first frag. But Smarter, they're not able to capitalize on the opening pick. Oh, Suarez spots on the head, but doesn't get the frag. With hesitation, gonna cost him his life as Cadius tags him down as well. His hunger for blood gets 3. And now it's all on Fireboy. 1 on 4, AK in hand, has it all to do, and his teammate doesn't seem to have too much faith in him. Bonker's already out of the lobby. He's going for it. 11 seconds, and he's taken down. Lawman claiming a final frag in the match. And another devastating 16-2 defeat for Smarter. Falls. It's a fast play up towards the B side, and Bonkers has to defend it with his 2 teammates. Stitch is getting 1, a second one as well. 3.
Third.
Trying to find the fourth one. Might spot off Park here. Does. Fires early, gets 1 frag, able to drop. Has to go big, gets more. Yeah. Fireboy gonna be quick with pass. His mechanic coming through, gets a clean 2K. Looking for number 3.